Hey, do you have a mortgage and perhaps are thinking about getting one? And do you have some questions about it? Got a good guy to talk to. He's our newest Ask the Expert guest, Aaron Cashmer of Mortgage Masters. And tell us a little bit about you. You're a Purdue grad, I understand, right?
That's
a
correct.
native
of Northwest Indiana. So I went to Lake Central High School, so the region. Went to Purdue, met my wife at Purdue, and I always say we compromised, moved to her hometown, and, and here I am.
They're a smart guy.
There you go.
Tell us about Mortgage Masters. How long has it been around? It's been around a while.
It has. We've been serving the tri-state for almost 20 years now. We are licensed in Indiana, Kentucky, and Florida.
Wow.
So, yeah, we've been around for a while.
Now, your role is Vice President of Origination.
That's right.
Explain.
Yeah, so I actually get the ability to do kind of two different roles. I actually get to work with clients. So I have my own book of business, people that I've helped numerous times, as well as, obviously first-time home buyers and clients that we're developing, as well as training our loan officers, managing, leading those loan officers as well. So we've got 15 local loan officers here in Evansville, as well as Bloomington. And again, that serve the tri-state area, as well as the Bloomington markets and Kentucky and Florida.
Now, are there any misconceptions, which I would think there are when it comes to mortgages, such as?
Absolutely. So probably the biggest one for mortgages is that you have to have 20% down or even 10% down. And it really couldn't be further from the truth. So there are a lot of programs out there, for instance, veterans, 0% down. Rural areas, 0% down. We've got down payment assistance programs that allow people to get in with 0% down. We've also got programs that if you don't fit into one of those, you might be able to get in with 3.5% down. Again, I'm speaking of down payments, and is 5% down. But then, of course, one of the things that we do really well is we serve those markets, but we also serve the borrowers that have 20% down or more. Our interest rates, our terms, conditions, we compete with everybody in the area. So we feel like we are a one-stop shop as a mortgage bank that can serve really anybody who is needing a mortgage.
One of our new experts, Aaron Cashmer with Mortgage Masters, is our guest. You use the phrase mortgage bank. Define what's a mortgage bank.
One of the other misconceptions, speaking of mortgages, specific to Mortgage Masters, is people consider us a mortgage broker, which couldn't be further from the truth. Because we don't have bank in our name, for instance, as Old National Bank or Fifth Third Bank or whatever you want to use, people don't perceive us as a bank. Again, they think of us as a broker, which again, we're not. We're actually a mortgage bank, which means we're lending our own money. We're making our own underwriting decisions. We've got 3 in-house underwriters that are on staff making decisions for us as that mortgage bank to help serve our community. So probably the best way, or the analogy that I like to use, is if you had a large plumbing program or a problem at your house that was going to cost thousands of dollars, would you call a handyman who dabbles in some plumbing, drywall, or would you call the plumber directly?
Right.
We only do mortgages, and we do them really well.
Very smart.
That makes sense?
Now, is it true a lot of millennials are, for whatever reasons, they're not afraid to take a mortgage at a very young age? Is that true? And why do you think that is?
Absolutely. So millennials are really starting to enter the home buying process, and what they're finding out as they do research, they're always very much online savvy. So they're getting this information that we're talking about today online. So they are a perfect demographic of ones that we're trying to target. So we can meet with them face to face, but we've also got the internet capabilities, online applications. Of course, they want to text, email, and things like that. So we really try to cater to them all of the time.
We got a call. Aaron, let's go to Ken in Evansville. Ken, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi. Go ahead.
Aaron, I have a son and a daughter-in-law, and they're having a hard time, and they got a rental prop. They're renting a place right now, and I'd like to see them get into a house of their own. What's the best way they can do that? And they've had some problems with renting, so I'd like to see them get into a house of their own.
Yeah, and I mean, we work with first-time home buyers, renters all the time. What we love to see is this process can take as few as 20 minutes. We're going to gather some information. We're going to pull credit. We're going to ask them about their job, their income. Make sure debt ratios are in line. We may ask them for their rental history. One of the things that we really try to specialize in is listening to people's stories. Not everybody, they're not credit scores, they're people. So things in life happen, Ken, and what we're looking at here is what happened if they had any credit problems in the past, and how we've moved past it, and how we could potentially put them into a house. So absolutely would love to help them out, hear their story, and see how we can help.
And Ken and all of our callers, here's where you can reach Aaron Cashmer with Mortgage Masters. Just go to 14news.com on our Ask the Expert page. Aaron, nice debut.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate you having me.
And thank you.